So Marcus, you're back to Rytas once again. How does it feel to be back?
It feels good. You know, it was a little weird at first, but I'm just happy to be back and happy to be in a place where I wanted.
Which thing in Lithuania of Rytas did you miss the most?
I mean, of course, the people here, the fans, the organization, the coaches, my teammates, my new teammates. So, just being surrounded by good people.
Marcus, tell us about your coming to Rytas. When was the first contact and for how long you waited for deciding?
I always had Rytas in my mind. For me, I got to take care of my family, so China was always the first option for me. But in the back of my mind, I always knew I wanted to be here. I expected to be here towards the end of the season after I finished in China, so I always knew I would end up here at some point in the season. But it came a little bit earlier. Probably about two weeks ago, I kind of knew that my time in China was coming to an end. So. Talks kind of started going from there, and then, once it came official, things started moving pretty fast. And, I had other offers, and I knew this is the place I wanted to be, so there was no point of entertaining other teams.
Marcus, is that true that you had financial better offers than Rytas?
Yeah, to an extent, I had some financially better, but, it's not really about that with me right now. Coming back to Europe, I want to be in a place where I'm comfortable and I can succeed.
How would you describe your chapter in China? I mean, basketball is different there.
Yeah, it's a very different style of basketball play. I think for me, I got in a tough situation on a team that wasn't winning, and everybody, they were trying a new organization, they were trying to figure out. But overall, I enjoyed myself. I hope one day in my career I can go back there and play again. But right now, my main focus is being back here.
What happened with the club that your stint ended earlier than you expected?
In China, only one foreign player can play at a time, and we had three, and so it's kind of hard to get in the rhythm. How I play, I'm a rhythm player, so times I play at the first quarter, then I wouldn't play again to the third quarter, so it was just hard for me to find my rhythm out there. And then I think about time when I started to find my rhythm, it was already too late. They made the decision on who they wanted to keep, so no hard feelings. It's just all about moving on in my career.
How easy is it for you to get in the team that most of the players you already know, the coach you already know?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I want to come here. I had a chance to go to other teams, but I felt comfortable here coming back with people I knew. People also on this new team that I've seen play before and know their style of play, and having Coach here and George and Gustas and everybody, it makes it easier for me to come in and just be myself from the beginning.
Marcus, Justin Gorham mentioned that you both have unfinished business in Vilnius, and you want to win a title. Is that the main reason that you came back?
I mean, of course, that's always the goal with this team. I think now Rytas has high expectations. You kind of expect to go to the finals, and I think how we left the season off, I think we left it knowing that, Rytas does have a chance to win the championship. So, that is one of my goals coming in. But, for me, I have to start slow, work my way back, and, build up to those goals. We still have a long season left. So, at the end, when we get to playoffs, then we can start talking about, title hopes.
How ready, how fit do you feel to start?
Oh, I feel good. I might be a little bit out of shape because I haven't played a lot, these past couple months, but I've also been training a lot. I've lost some weight. I'm more athletic, I'm more faster. So I think for me, it's more about just finding my rhythm, not being so much out of shape, but just finding my rhythm, finding out how to play with the new guys, but also finding that rhythm back with the old guys I played with last year.
How many messages did you receive?
Oh, too many. I mean, but I love it though, just to go through them and see how excited people were, even before, all season, from the beginning of the season. It's people telling me how they, hope I come back, and it's just a good feeling to have that, I left an impact here, and that the fans left an impact on me, and we can have that relationship.
Did you follow Rytas season there from China?
Yeah, I've watched a couple games, so I'm up to date on how the team is, how the team's doing. So, before, even though I wasn't part of the team, I felt like a fan still, checking in, make sure everybody's doing good.
Marcus, would you agree that this season's team is on paper even stronger than last season's team on paper?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think this year we have some guys that's been established, guys that know how to play good high-level basketball, and you know, from what I'm seeing and what from coaches telling me, I think defensively this team is better than it was last year. And offensively, you know, Rytas will always score and put points on the board, but I think defense will change, you know, from being an okay team to a great team.
Rytas has a new GM right now. It was Donatas Zavackas, now Artūras Jomantas. How was negotiations with him, or were you negotiating with someone else?
I had no idea. I let my agent handle all that, and I just get back to it. But I did know that he was going to be here, and I'm excited because I got to meet him last year and, you know, have good conversations with him. So I'm excited he's part of the organization. I have somebody, you know, that can help me out through getting through all this.
Rytas moved to the bigger building, the bigger arena this season for the Champions League games. What do you think about this decision?
I mean, you know, I'm always a big fan of Jeep Arena. You know, I just like how small it is, how we pack it out. But, you know, I've seen the games here during Champions League where they've been packed. So I'm excited tomorrow night to see how it is. I heard a lot of people are going to be here. So, you know, I'm just excited to get things back going with Rytas.
Do you expect the same role as the previous season?
No, not at all, honestly. I think this year the team is already established and have clear roles. I think what my main thing is this next month is I'm just going to figure out how I can fit in. You know, some games I'm gonna have big games because I'm a natural scorer, but also some games I might just have to be there on the defensive end. So, or some games I might have to pass more. So I think that's going to be my biggest challenge, is finding my role on this team and not try to disrupt anything that, you know, the team is doing so well right now.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marcus.
FIBA Champions League, could you reach Final Four or something?
I mean, of course, it's always our goal to, you know, get to those championship type of games, but I think for us it's going to be game by game, you know, and we have the talent, we have the team to be able to do that, but for us we're going to have to take it time by time, especially with the change of me coming in. And, you know, with this team, even before I came, you know, it's going to be always tough to beat Rytas. So I think adding me on the team is making it even harder for teams to beat us. So, you know, I hope down the line we're talking about going to a Final Four.
Thank you.
Thank you. No problem. Thank you.